How's everybody doing? This is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars. And we are live. Today is Sunday, beginning of the week. What an exciting day. I have so much accomplished during the last 3 weeks that my mind is a lot more freely. Give me 1 second. We got sound. We're good. I love it. I love it. And as you can see, I have some of my friends, some of the family in here. I say, you know what? Let me take the opportunity they always here on Sunday and invite them to share some of their life experience and things that we can pick up and put it to work in our journeys. So let's start from left to right. Bill, please introduce yourself.
Bill Woods. I've been coming down to Tabanero's, having a bunch of fun, relaxing. About 10 years now, so it's a great thing. Beautiful.
Bill, share really quick because I know we're not going to be able to keep it to 30 minutes. 3 things that you love about your life.
Taking advantage of the blessings from God, grandkids, and playing golf.
There you go. Now we have Cuco. Cuco, please introduce yourself.
Hugo Borras from Guayama, Puerto Rico. I've been coming here for 5 years. I recently relocated to Puerto Rico, but I'm back, and I'll be back as often as I can. I also have access to Tabanero Cigars. They ship them to me, so I'm still living the dream.
And share with us 3 things that you love about your life.
Family/friends, my dog, who happens to be with me, and cigars. I really enjoy smoking cigars.
Thank you. I guess we got something in common. Willie.
Willie Wouters, originally from Michigan, known Yanko for about 5 years now. Moved here 2 years ago so I could be closer to this little paradise.
Thank you, Willie. Willie, share with us 3 things that you love about your life.
Cigars, that's why I'm in Ybor. My family, my kids in Canada, who I miss because I can't cross the border. And riding my bicycle because I'm a good Dutchman.
So as you can see, there's a few things that keep us unconscious, attracts people, attracts friends. And one is definitely cigars. Cigars, and the other one is family. Everybody mentioned family and cigars. And through the years, I have learned that right at the beginning, it was all about me in my head. And I little by little understood that no, it wasn't about me. It was about family. And then you start experimenting family, kids, the wife. You enjoy it. You know there's no way to detach from family. They will always be on your side, or it will always be in your mind, and it will be part of your life. Friends, I believe they come, they feel a purpose. Some they stay for the rest of their life. Some they're gone. And you ask, why that happened? It's just because I believe friends come to your life at some point to fulfill a purpose, and they keep on going. But family stays. And cigars, once they come into your life, they stay forever. They stay forever. It's been a pretty busy week. We've been working in the warehouse, and I brought 2 kids and you guys know that this Tabanero life is about documenting. I don't believe I'm a smart person. I believe great imagination. So it's not about sounding smart, it's about documenting what happened. I got 2 kids in the shop, and it's been a challenge because unconscious, every time you tell them to do something, you're expecting from a regular person, from a regular individual. And you have a hard time understanding they're only going to give you 3-4 hours. That's it. 3-4 hours. After that, I start playing with the phone. They go and light up their joint. And it's hard, it's difficult. But I have learned that I'm helping them, and they're helping me. But it's been a tough week. Yesterday, they asked me for the key because I had a show. I had to go to a show to help a friend. Our local officer, Officer Kane, does an amazing job right here in the neighborhood. And he asked me to go to a shooting competition. And I said, sure. And then he was trying to sell the idea. And I said, my friend, my brother, my industry brother, lifestyle, I'm going because of you, because I've been there and done that. Every time we invited to an event and they say the same thing, there's going to be 500 people, come in, you're going to sell cigars. I have learned that if they really 500 people show, only 10% will really smoke cigars. Only 10%. So it was funny because he came to the table once and left. He felt so bad. Because all these people that he thought they had a lot of money or want to spend money, I don't think we got to $400. So I was yesterday, Saturday. But my kids in the warehouse, they said, hey, Busman, can you leave the key so we can work today, Saturday? Because on Wednesday we want to go to the fair. I said, yeah, sure, I'll leave the key. I got my cameras, you know. They opened the door at 1. I said, okay, we'll see. They opened the door, the doors to the shop at 1. Someone came in, did about 7 boxes, and went out again. Didn't see him in the shop again since. When I got there around 5, I said, okay, boys, how you guys doing? What do you got done? Oh, we got about 4 hours. I said, 4 hours of what? You got 7 boxes done. I said, no. You guys not getting paid for today, so. Man, what a challenge. I said, let me have the key back. So I put the key on the van, and a little bit later, one of them said, hey, Bossman, can we use the remote to go to the store? Yeah, sure, use the remote. I go inside of the van, and the key disappeared. The key to the shop. And I go, I swear, I put the key next to the remote. So I went back and I said, Justin, you got the key by mistake when you got the remote? No, Bossman, no. And then I said, well, you guys better find that key or we're not sleeping in here anymore. Oh man, that key showed up so fast. Oh, Bossman, I got it by mistake. Here it is. What a challenge. What are the things that we go through to be able to serve others? Right now, the situation serving others is becoming a lot more difficult. Last week I was here, and people get upset that we close so early, but they don't understand the situation that we are right now. I just saw a post on Facebook right here in Tampa that a small pizza shop, mom and pop, they have 2 stands that when you arrive to the counter, you got to place the order in the stands because there's nobody behind the counter. The guys got to be making pizza. Do you guys believe we're going to go back to the old way?
Hopefully, we're getting there.
Do you believe we're going to go back to the old way?
I think we are in maybe within 6 months to a year. I think things are going to be pretty back to normal.
I think this is an experiment, what they're doing with us. This is an experiment to see who are really going to last, to see how the little businesses, who they're really going to stay standing. This is an experiment because that unemployment help that is coming, supposedly is going to be done on September. I don't know, but I have a feeling that they're going to extend it again. So what do you think would happen when they extend it again in September?
And people will stay receiving those benefits and don't really get actively into looking for jobs. One thing I noticed in going to different stores in Tampa is a lot of help wanted ads, more than when I left 7 months ago. So there's a lot, they're looking for people. Wholesales, big stores, small stores, pizza shops, everyone is looking for help.
Lots of companies can't find enough people.
So So the question is, again, because some things they go back again to they used to be, but they're creating a phenomenon that we don't know how it's gonna react. Because let's say they stop unemployment, but let's say they do that idea or start giving citizens a monthly check for their whatever food and necessities, and they can keep staying home. We will have less people to work.
Absolutely, and that's what I think they're looking for help because they're getting all this support. And why work if you're getting $600 a week? Unemployment in Florida is usually $275. If you're getting $600, you stay home because many of them might not make $600 net a week. So it's a stimulus to stay home.
Do we have that situation in 2008 when the market crashed?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. When the Great Depression, 1929, it was completely opposite. People were looking for work. It was because there was no welfare system.
And the reality was the civil programs that Roosevelt initiated were not the reason we got out of the Depression. It was a World War. That's the reason we got out of the Depression. But all of those public work programs did not impact one iota the Depression.
And let's think about this. That pizza place that has the two stands, he's going to adapt to those two stands taking orders. His customers going to adapt because of the situation they understand. With the amount of fear they keep putting on people about the virus and this and that, don't touch, don't, stay away from people. When things go back to normal in a sense that they stop giving the help, do you think he's going to bring 2 employees again back to that counter if he got 2 machines that doing the job of those 2 employees?
Probably not. One thing that is happening in New York City also is like companies are reducing space because they discovered that many people can work from home. You have a meeting space, so also real estate is going to suffer because people are going to reduce the space or rent it, and there will be a lot of empty space. It's possible. It's happening in Manhattan. People are not renewing this.
I believe this is a phenomenon, this is an experiment. That is why the 5G, that is why the strong internet, they're working so hard on that, because they know we're going to be depending more on internet in a sense that a lot of people working from home, and a lot of ingenuity, a lot of new systems to businesses to be able to stay alive. The ones that we really believe in what we're doing and we want to stay alive. Because pretty successful business in West Tampa, Cuban restaurant came in here in Ebor right at the beginning of the pandemic, opened where Subway used to be, and they only last 2 months. So I believe that we were not going to go back to the same way that we did.
How did your sales, online sales, change during the pandemic?
Crazy. There's so much money out there. The sales in here too, they're growing. The online sales double. They double of what they used to be. And we thought it was going to be a matter of 90 days, and it would go back to normal.
And that includes local people? Mostly or?
No, mostly out of state. Mostly out of state. It has been stuck. It hasn't stuck. So
Maybe coming here now they're like sitting home smoking.
Social interaction is way down.
and I walk, I on purpose go inside of Publix, Walmart, every place with my mask on the pocket, just waiting for someone to say something, and then I'll put it on. I'm not gonna give it a hard time. The employees on the businesses, they don't say anything. They don't even look at you. It's people, the one who give you the faces. So people still believe that we can die because I talked to you too close. So if they keep feeling that fear, I called last week my AC guy, which I believe he's pretty bright. Hey Lloyd, what are you doing? Oh, I'm home. I said, home? Wednesday? Yeah, I'm home, the news. I rather today I'm gonna stay home. You know, things are difficult with the COVID. I said, what? So if they keep feeding us without fear, it'll be hard to find work. It'll be really hard to find work. So with that being said, we keep working on moving our back shop to Nicaragua. That is going great. I found the laser machine is gonna have 2 heads, so it can do the same work in half of the time. I'm having a hard time finding Baltic birch in Nicaragua, but there's nothing impossible for Tabanero Cigars. We're gonna find out. So, going back to life, something that I discovered when I was 28 years old, that I discovered really the meaning, what meaning had for me. What do you guys think is being, when do you guys, if it happened, it didn't happen, if you weren't conscious about it, fine. But when do you guys think that you find out that you have purpose in life? At what age? You were 24, 25, when you got married, when you had kids?
I had business cards when I was 10 years old.
That gave you some sense of purpose, huh?
Yes.
You felt like,
Yes.
amazing, 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 because a lot of people, younger generation, they admire what I'm doing. And I always ask, what do you feel is your purpose? And you can see they think and think and think because they have no idea.
Okay.
They have no idea.
Well, for me, it was having, once you have kids,
It wasn't about you anymore.
It wasn't
That was
about
your
me.
purpose. Family, provide.
got to be a provider.
I agree with Bill. You know, my oldest daughter was born in my senior year in college. So once she was born, I immediately started thinking what I need to do to improve my ability to feed my family, bring my family life to the they deserve. And that's when I decided to come to the States and went to grad school. And when I got to New York, I realized all the opportunities, but at the same time, all the hard work that it entails to take advantage of those opportunities, and many people are not taking advantage of those opportunities. So the world opened to me, and I think I did a pretty good job taking advantage of that.
So family, you think family?
Family, yes.
Family?
And you were a great example of pursuing your dream. If you have a dream, if there's something you want to do in life, do it. Try it. You'll never know unless you try.
You got to keep trying.
Thank you.
Fall down, get back up, keep going.
It become at some point easier for you guys of taking care of the family, you know? It became easier. At the beginning it felt like, wow, I'm gonna do this, and then little by little it started getting easier.
Yeah, just keep working hard. And that's the situation we have now. They're not encouraging people to work hard. And the only way to succeed is to work hard.
In a sense, if you have a job to do, don't scheme the employer.
Right.
If you are committed for 8 hours, put those 8 hours.
Yeah, you're only going to get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
I guess this next generation definitely is that instant gratification that is not even their fault. And we're not talking of putting anybody down. I got 3 kids. One is 19, he's going into 20. The other one is 4 and 6. So I'm going through that process right now, again, to see how do I deal with Sebastian, 19 years old, and how I can do better with these 2 little ones. So we always talk a lot at home about purpose. You know, if they're playing football, how do you guys feel about the football? How, you know, if they're doing some kind of artwork. And I think everybody's lost. Everybody's lost on that newer generation when it comes to that. A lot of them, they ask me, and they see other people, of course, and they really admire them, the glow around the person. But sometimes when they say, man, I wish, I say, be careful what you wish for, because this is a really lonely journey. Owning a business, bringing a brand to life, making it consistent is a really lonely journey. You're gonna lose a lot of friends. You're not gonna meet friends. People think that, yes, you know a lot of people, but cultivating friendships when you own a business is really difficult. Really difficult. So be careful what you wish for. And nowadays that you guys want everything overnight, you would give up really easy trying to get into this journey.
It's interesting, going back to what Will said, like being around Tabanero for 5 years and you're sharing some of your experiences, you see the will, you see the purpose. I mean, if I didn't know, I walk in here and you're not here, or you're not sitting there, you're always doing something. You're not here, you're working on another area of the business. And that's what, people admire, and you see that's what gets you success. But it never stops.
No doubt. And you said something in the beginning, the will. I have learned that, and before I couldn't answer myself why I changed so much in between goals that I set. I'm almost getting done with this, and I'm already working on the next one. And the reason why is because I have learned that to keep the will, you need a lot of strength to keep that will. Now, when you are motivated, you're basically pulled because of that motivation. Even if I'm so tired at home and I got to do some research, stand up, go do something, it's something that is pulling me. I'm not pushing myself. That's a big difference between pushing yourself or having something that is pulling you. That's why I'm always working on so many different tasks. I don't think we're gonna go back to normal. I don't think we're gonna go back to normal. We're gonna see the workforce affect in many ways that is happening in front of our eyes, and we're just adapting. You go to Walmart, and how many registers are run by one person?
You got the self-checkout.
How many registers of those self-checkouts? There's only one person supervising.
I noticed Publix is now adding those self-checkout. They were not there 7 months ago.
They wanted to do the people to people, but they get in with the program because they get 5 cashiers. After they invest all that money on that equipment, they're going to bring cashiers back.
Probably not.
And they're always on the phone. I don't think so. And you see, pay attention, when you on that self-checkout, you have a camera right on top of you. There's nobody watching. There's an algorithm learning all your movements. What you don't scan, what you do scan, it's learning. So pretty soon that person that is being supervising those 20 cash registers
Might not be necessary.
needed. So you think we're gonna go back to normal?
The people who are inspired
Yes.
will go back to
We
normal.
always been in normal. We haven't changed.
Yeah.
It'll be a new normal.
But the new generation, humanity, forget it. When things are difficult, everybody's complaining about no jobs. Well, now there's jobs.
Yeah. So instead of
Where are
having
you?
cashiers, you're gonna have got delivery guys. Because you can just call Publix now.
There's a sign on McDonald's saying, "Hey, the ice cream machine is working. What about you? You need help? Come and apply."
One of the franchise owners in Florida of McDonald's is offering $1,000 bonus if you stay for 90 days.
Wow. Any positions?
Yes.
Do you know why he's doing that? Do you know why he's doing that? Because everybody's getting into it, and when they turn 90, they find something to do, so you can fire them and start collecting for unemployment. Man, now, I'm just trying to get everything in and get ready for the new world. get ready for the new world. I'm not complaining like it's the end of the world. I always said since the beginning, my purpose in this industry is to change the industry. Only crazy people have changed the world. I'm changing this industry. The way customers see it. If the customers are asking for pink, I'll give them pink. They're asking for blue, I'll give them blue. In a sense that you guys understand what social means. But who knows, the new generation probably doesn't want to talk to Steve or Willie. They want to do it seamless.
They'll be sitting here smoking a cigar and be on their phone. Not interacting.
And they
like,
probably
this
want
is
to
what we
place their
want.
order and come in here and just get it from the. So I got to keep going with the program. We're working on a game that's been pretty successful. The spinning wheel on the website. We're working now on a casino game to put on the wall, so we can keep collecting more information. You will get 3 spins, then you can get a free coffee, free cigar, free hat, free.
You're looking for the cigars.
Of course. Let's not lie to ourselves. I will have the control. But it's, implementing technology into a business. Implementing a lot more technology into a business. Because it's needed. It's needed. I had a kid here. I spent 2 hours with him, 28 years old. Sharp kid. He helped me out renting a car 2 years ago, and I recognized him. I said, man, I know you. Yeah, sir, to help you out. Man, 2 hours. I was so inspired, so motivated. I said, be here on Saturday at 9:30. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'll be here. He texted me, thanking me because of the time that I spent with him. I'm too busy. I'll see you on Saturday. I couldn't respond. Okay, thank you. He didn't show up on Saturday because I didn't answer his text.
You had an agreement.
What else do you want of a man's word and shaking your head? What else do you want? You rely so much on your phone that if your phone doesn't get the text like saying yes, you can go, your phone has to say yes, you can go. Well, so after family, do you guys find a way to keep having that purpose of waking up and doing the thing after family? After you got family down on your arm, I can do it. Do you guys unconsciously try to find purpose in other things?
Consciously. Like I said, I relocated. I'm working on an agency similar to the one that I am here, a radio show, and also to going back and teach. Because sitting down without a purpose at home, that's not what retirement is. Retirement is I don't have to work 8 to 5, and I try to look for things that have more autonomy in doing what I want versus what other people told me you have to do this from 8 to 5.
Retirement. That's a big word. Really?
It's not in my vocabulary.
Thank you.
It's retired from 8 to 5. It's the 8 to 5.
Thank you, sir.
Like I said, it's the 8 to 5 thing, and you have to do this now, this and this and that. No, I want to be more creative. I want to have more freedom in doing what I like. With the purpose of contributing to continue to do things and satisfy other people's needs, which is my motto. That is there and will always be there.
I want to share my knowledge,
Please,
because when I die, it's all gone. It's gone. So the more I can spread it around, the better.
Yeah, it will stay with you if you don't share. The question is, how are we being fed by humanity that at some point of your life you need to, like, you're done. Why we all have that in mind, that when you get to 65, whatever, you should take it easy. And the question is, why I'm asking you this question, because I feel that 130 years in this earth is not going to be enough for me. why I still have that feeling. Is that is going to change on me later on?
No,
Later
not you.
on? No?
Not you.
Not you, no.
Not you.
I'm not afraid to die, but I'd like to live forever because there's just so much to do. There's so much to experience
And to share.
and to share. Yes,
That
yes.
was key of what you said.
Yes.
Share your knowledge, share your experiences. Because if you retired and don't continue to share that, who's going to benefit from all that wisdom and knowledge that you have?
Yeah.
The newer generations, they're harder to live with that because they're like we were at some point, beginning to learn. So it's easier if someone can share and that is more knowledge. And
Well, but my kids said to me one time, this is many years ago, my daughter said, Dad, how come you're so smart? I said, because I listen to old people. Now I'm the old people. But, you know, listen to old people and you might think, what are they talking about? And down the road, you'll come across a situation and you'll say, that's what they were talking about. And then maybe you'll have an idea how to deal with it.
That's really savvy. When I'm here and you guys are around, I stop and listen. I stop and listen because when I'm at home and I put my head in the pillow and I start talking to Vicente Igor, I start talking to Jeff Bezos, I start asking questions. Elon Musk, we talk every once in a while. They don't respond. They're too far. You guys respond. I'm here. I'm talking to you guys. So that's a privilege. That is a privilege. Have some of my mentors alive and being able to talk to them and get a response.
it's interesting because I remember starting to come here and you met me smoking cigars and learning because I learned I was a cigar every day. And you're sitting with me and you're sharing one of this and that. And I go home and I'm like, why is he sharing that with me? Why is he asking me what I think when he's the experience? And that is a characteristic that you have, that you're hungry. You're hungry to incorporate what others have to say to make your business better.
You guys, thank you, Hugo. You guys have something that I will never catch up with. That.
If I tell you,
Experience.
if I tell you 10 things and you remember 2 of them, I did my job.
The amount of experience that you guys have in life, I want everybody able to get there at the same time with you guys. You guys are ahead of me. So yes, I know a little bit about this business, but about life, you guys know a lot more than me. So that's why I have to listen. Steve, that's my first mentor alive here, and I still talk to him. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
He's
call
a,
him
wa-
the
he's a
legend.
walking encyclopedia.
I call him the legend.
That's legend, man.
And then all about hats. Then you gotta talk to Steve also.
Yeah.
Goes back further than that too. Dialogues of Plato. Wise man seeks man ever wiser than himself. It's about listening and learning.
Yeah, I remember Sebastian being 13 or 12, and he knew everything. You asked him something, I said, just say you don't know, say you don't know. What? Just say you don't know. And I said, I hope he changes way, and he did. He did because most of the times we're in a meeting or I take it with him, you can see that he's listening.
Absolutely. I've seen him grown in 5 years from a teenager to now he's here becoming an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told him, and he's far. I don't think he's listening. I told him, listen, you don't have to do this. This is not your gig. This is my dream. This is my dream. But I know eventually, someday, when he started finding purpose, he's gonna fall in love. Who cannot fall in love with something so beautiful that it was born in 120 square feet and it's been growing and growing and growing? Because it's growing inside of it, he doesn't really, he takes it for granted. But when he starts traveling the world, when he starts going other places and mentioning who he is and see how people talk about what we have able to develop here, he's gonna go, man, I'm being in it, I'm being next to it, and I haven't realized it. And it's gonna be like going back to an old girlfriend, to an old love, and said, I love you. I have no idea how much I love you.
I didn't realize it.
I didn't realize it. I can't wait to take him this year to Nicaragua so he can see the tobacco field, so he can see the beautiful faces of people that you can sense their energy, that they love what they do when they're doing those cigars, when they're selecting leaf. Those people love what they do. And I know that energy is going to be transmitted to him. He will respect more the industry. For him, for the new generation, when young people come in here, and I kind of try to show them a big picture of what is the future of this brand, they think I'm crazy because they're quantitizing things by the little corner where we are. They go, how does this crazy man is going to, get all that greatness from this little corner? Well, everything started here. Customers that used to go to 120 square feet on 17 and 5th came back 8 years later before the pandemic, and they still thought they were going to watch me in there in that little space. When they got here, they went, what? How this happened?
That's the best corner in you.
You have vision.
Yep.
Vision. If you have the vision, you can make it happen.
That's Sebastian, because I remember him telling me I want to be an engineer. Now he's telling me I'm in business.
Yeah, it was a great talk. I said, son, the fruit doesn't drop too far from the tree. And if I had to do the math or the writing of my business, I'll be out of business. Because I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I had a hard time concentrating at school. I was always looking down on myself because my friends were a lot smarter than me. Until I learned that it wasn't about how much I knew, it's what I was capable to do with what I know. And I said, your mom owns a business. I own a business. What do you think is going to happen to you? Your first job is in your dad's business. What do you think is going to happen to you? How your math classes? How's your science going? Well, engineering inside of a cubicle, writing numbers and everything. I leave it up to you. He decides. He said, "Well, I go for the business." Okay, good. 3 years, I think it's going to be to get his business degree. And he understands when that school is done, if he doesn't get the knowledge and the experience that he needs during those 3-4 years here, he's not going to be ready. I don't think anybody will be hired when he finishes his career. There are so many careers that I don't think they're going to exist in another 5 years.
Well, he's learning the theory of being a businessman. Here, he's learning the practice.
It's all about relationships. You develop a relationship with somebody, and I think your customers have developed a relationship with Tabanero, and that's what makes it successful.
An excellent product.
No, a good product really helps, and he's got that part down.
Yeah, he got that part.
Talking about good product, I dropped my ashes. That happens. Well, I always knew that I had to start. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I had to start somewhere. I had to start somewhere with the product, and I always said, "Man, I wish I can do this better." Man. But I always knew that I can do everything. I can't do everything. And I said, God, I know at the right time you're going to put the right person on my journey to do an amazing collaboration, someone that have access to amazing tobacco, that has a lot of knowledge, and I want it young. I want it younger than me. So when I'm out of here, he still can be working with my kids. I swear to God, that's how I was picturing my mind. I swear to God, that's how I was picturing my mind. And that's how it's to be done. What I really enjoy about my business is creating. That's what I really enjoy. The details about manufacturing this and that, yes, I enjoy it, but it's not my forte. I like to be creating new things, new products, new packaging. my desire was so strong, so hard, so deep that God got me in touch with AJ Fernandez, Abdel Fernandez. They do Old World Reserve. They do some of the brands of Partagas. No, Partagas no. He did a Montegristos. No, he did a Partagas too for Jenna Cigars. He's
And
like
Monte Cristo too.
the Crystal. What other brands AJ does? Men of World. He has really. He does 30 million cigars a year.
Wow.
30 million cigars a year, and he can keep going because he doesn't have the land, he doesn't have the workforce to keep putting more cigars out there. His production manager for the last 7 years decided to go on his own. And it happens that he's 28 years old. That's the kid that is making her cigars. He's not perfect in a sense that he has so much to learn how to run a business. But when it comes to tobacco, knowledge of manufacturing, he has it down. But he needs to learn about business. We talked 2 months ago. Go ahead and place the order for the barcodes. I don't want you to be ready to package my cigars and not having barcodes. The information was sent to his right-hand man. His right-hand man sent me an email with a barcode. I said, okay, fine, but place the order. The order wasn't placed. Cigars ready, no barcode. So he has a lot to learn in business. But man, when it comes to the quality of cigars, he's something. And him and I, we need to grow a lot, learn a lot more in business. Why? Because yes, I feel retail. I'm kind of doing okay with retail. There's a lot that can be done, but I'm really satisfied with the retail in this corner. But we're gonna venture next year into wholesale. That's a new world for me. So I got a lot more to learn.
Can I share another anecdote?
Please.
Yes. So, July 26, 2016, I get the tumbler. And I've done my research because I was already smoking. And I walk in this place, and Steve and Jan were here. So we talked. And I shared how much research I did, and I told him, this is the place. He said, well, you need to take a chance and look at the others, which I eventually did. But it keeps me here. If you look at the setup in the chairs of the other small cigars, they're set up for 1 or 2 people smoking together. Here, the way this is set up, people that don't know each other sit down and start talking. That's when I met my man Bill. You know, we're friends for life. We left here, we went to play golf, we did other things outside of here, but he always brings back here. And I came on vacation and we made it in Tabanero. So it's the environment that you create for people to act on each other. And I met people here from all over the world.
Thank you.
Relationships.
Yeah, relationships.
No TVs. People.
Not a lot of liquor, so that people don't get drunk. People are just enjoying the cigar.
When people come in here and they admire what we're doing, and they ask me and start asking me about how they can go about it, they want to do it in their hometown. They're not sure what they want because they start asking me, well, how much is a liquor license? I don't know. I don't know in your state how much is it. Okay, and what about TVs? I said, well, do you have a clear idea what is it that you want with cigars? Do you want a sport bar that you can allow people to smoke cigars? Well, no, a sport bar no, but a lounge with this and that. Listen, you have to really define what is it. You can have it all. You can be everything for everybody. That I learned from Steven Steinberg. So, if you're going to have TVs, it will be hard to have a conversation.
When you're watching the game and smoking a cigar, you're focusing on the game. When there's no TV, we're focusing on their life.
If you have a big room and you put a digital screen to play golf, those guys gonna be making noise every time they hit the golf. So, what is it really want to do? A gentleman's club? You know, what is it? And they look at me like, man, this guy's hard. No, and it's not hard. It's just that I respect this lifestyle. I respect this lifestyle.
And I used to smoke cigars. I learned the lifestyle here.
You get into a lifestyle, this is not a habit or a pastime. This is a lifestyle. Today I was getting dressed and I realized that I've been losing some weight because of all the work in the property, which I'm okay, good. And I said, man, all my clothes are starting to feel big. I gotta get new clothes because I'm not gonna get the weight back. And I said, I asked myself, yeah, why do you dress nice today for Sunday light? I said, because I respect this lifestyle. And to me, when I'm gonna make time to light up a cigar and talk to friends, I want to look apart. I'm representing a brand. During the week, I dress like a delivery pizza guy because I'm doing a million things at one time. I don't even want customers to see me dressing like that, but it happens to see me because I'm delivering boxes and all that stuff. I represent a lifestyle, a brand. I can get a Mason bottle of wine and serve it in a paper cup, and it's not going to taste the same. Your cigars, they even taste better with those top on. It's psychological.
It's part of the lifestyle because when I look at your labels, I see you in the label, but it's a picture. When you look at the life, you see that label become alive. And you see the lifestyle, what's behind it. That's the way it is.
I love it.
That's the way it is. I don't miss them on Sundays.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I got a phone call on Friday that really touched my heart. Ken Gold. He's a gentleman that he fell in love with the Connecticut Rapper. He's been buying every week 2 boxes of Connecticut Rapper, or Robusto, or Toro. And I guess, whoa, this guy has a lot of retirement money, or I don't know. What happens is the phone ring here in the shop, and I pick up the phone and it was him. That guy made me cry. Because it was me talking to me in 30 more years.
Yeah.
He said things and I said, this guy, the things that he's telling me, he experienced on his own skin. It was me talking to me in 30 years. He said, don't give up. I said, do you think I'm going to be the epitome, the top of this alive? And says, you will be super. He used to grow all the orange juices for Tropicana fish. From McDonald's. He went to stroke. He was in his family. It was a phone call. I said, guys, the way the things that he said, the advice that he gave me, he even said it. Listen, you down, call me. He's 70-something years old. I told Karen, I told my wife, it was like me talking to like I was talking to myself in 30 years. Because the same way of thinking that don't give up. And I guess I on questions you attract those people. People see what I'm doing and they go, man, I did that 30 years ago. I did that 40 years ago.
There you go. That's wisdom there.
Yes.
And experience.
And he's been trying to talk to me by text and by email and try to connect with me. And I've been so busy during these days. But I definitely have to get connected with him because I have a lot to learn from that alive mentor. You can underestimate that opportunity. This has been great. It's been fun. It's going to be almost an hour. Wow.
That's
what happens at Tabanero. You sit here and the hours go by and you realize that you're having such a good time that why? The lifestyle.
We stop time.
We stop time. We believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead.
Sit back and enjoy it.
Woo! And there's nothing better than serving others with the best of you. Nothing better. There's no way you can feel more important than that. When Bill went to my house and he installed a Tesla Charger. Oh man, I was like, wow. He made me feel important. You know how much I owe you? Please, you don't owe me anything. Man. I believe, I even get upset because once you know, there's no way to unknow. Okay? And I learned on some of the books that I read how important is the name for a person. I've learned to make sure to learn the name of someone that I admire and say it correctly, spell it right. I'm going to text any of you guys, and I make sure that I'm spelling that name right, correct, because it's part of you feeling important. You spell my name right. You recognize it. I hate sometimes I'm doing business with people in my industry, and they spell Yanko with a C. It makes me in my mind to feel like small or average. And I usually reply back, listen, make my mom really proud. I spell my name correctly. Y-A-N-K-O. Oh, I'm sorry.
Como Macida.
Yeah. That's a big one. I know there's going to be a transition at some time that I will have more white gray hair and the Yanko is going to go away and they will start Macida. I'm ready for that.
And they spell it M-A-C-I.
Oh, yeah. Because, you know, when we by ourselves, it's about how we feel, how important we feel, or how we give it back to humanity. And look what a blessing. After a pandemic and a full house. Thank you guys, thank you. Good choice. Thank you.
Awesome.
Full house, Sunday afternoon. Supposedly on Sunday everybody's at home. Not in here.
Not an Ybor.
Next Sunday I'll be sitting in Puerto Rico wishing that I was here, but I'll be watching the live.
Cooper, you all share really good things, but you know, you pay attention to the alcohol. When you mentioned about the alcohol, I never seen that way, and it makes a lot of sense. Once you bring that full liquor, people start being someone else.
I only smoke one cigar and drink a bottle of rum. So they're sitting here drinking and only smoke one cigar.
And people have said it coming through that door. Oh, I don't smoke cigars, but the ambience is so good that I would like to have a drink here. No, we don't sell alcohol.
It centers on cigars. Everything else comes after.
I'm gonna send an email and I'm gonna make sure with you guys, my family. We're gonna get a lot of complaints pretty soon because we're gonna raise the prices of the cigar. I was at the show for Officer Kane, and someone came in, 2 or 3 guys came in and asked the cost for the total box of 20 counts. And I've been enjoying this total like crazy. I love it. It's so well done. A guy from Iran was here on Thursday with his nice gold Rolex and the wife and all the jewelry. You can see they were well set. And the guy was smoking a cigar Toro. And the guy already bought a box of Toro. But he was already half of the Toro. And he said, how much is a box? 200, 220? I said, no, sir, 150. He looked at me like, 150? Let me get another one. Of course. And I said, because he mentioned earlier in the conversation, I spoke, Montecristo, Escogido, Partagas in Iran. But you did something on this blend that I haven't experienced in my life. I said, thank you, sir.
That's Tabanero. That's the difference.
Oh yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm always really picky. I'm an eater. I can eat. But when you serve food in front of me that to the to the view. It's not a feeling. To the smell. Doesn't smell good, I don't take it to my house. And sometimes I'll be really hungry. They serve a plate somewhere else, not in my house. And I go like this, and I go twice, and I'm okay. I'm not feeling good. Because I have a really sensitive palate. We accomplish it with the coffee. The coffee in here, you know, we got customers, friends of the brand. They go, well, I used to drink coffee somewhere else, but after I tried yours, wow, respect to the palate. I guess my grandma cooking all the time so good. My mom cooking, because you witnessed. My mom cooking so good, they develop a palate. It happens with cigars too. When I went to Nicaragua and I met Raymond Pages in person, and he started blending, started giving me different tobacco for me to try, I was right on the characteristics of each tobacco. And at the end of the day, he says, you have no idea how pleasant it is to do business with someone that really enjoys this and understands and knows about it. So guys, we had a great time. I learned that I can give it all in one Sunday. We got plenty of Sundays. My good friends, thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. You guys enjoy it?
My pleasure. Wonderful.
Really, thank you very much. Guys, we'll be here next Sunday at 3 p.m. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Today is the beginning of the week. Spend some time for reflecting. Don't keep thinking that Sunday is the end of the week. Sunday is the beginning of the week. Your brain is already spinning how you're going to go about it tomorrow. You're not physically active, but your brain is already connected. And those that we love what we do, we're already enjoying. We can't wait for Monday to be here because we love what we do. Thank you very much, and remember, we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. See you next Sunday.